I want to thank you for joining me today. And before we get started, as always, all the messages that are released on this channel are my truth. That is exactly what it is and what it always will be, and that is my truth. Now, my truth consists of a bunch of experiences that I have gained clarity from, which ultimately took me back to the real me, which is truth. And I want to try to convince you that my truth is the gospel. However, my truth is the gospel for me. That does not make it the gospel for you. No one will ever try to make it the gospel for you. By me being on this platform, I am simply placing breadcrumbs on a path that I have already walked. Now, if you find yourself on a similar path and you resonate with said breadcrumbs and you want to follow, that's cool. If not, that's cool as well. My purpose is to assist those who are ready to get out of their own way. So, this is obviously a difficult journey that we are on. And nevertheless, it is a journey. And it is a single journey. And it took me a long time to realize that. Because I love helping people and assisting people, but at the same time, you can't do that at the detriment of yourself. Because the majority of the people that I've come across will take like there's no tomorrow. And when you're not able to give anymore, they're just going to leave. You know, so it's good to get on your path and basically stay on there and be focused. The problem is, a lot of people get on the path and it's so many, because it's a path, right? You can step off the path at any point. There's no rails, there anything. You can just hop off the path, on and off the path at any point. Unless you decide, I get on this path, I'm not getting off, right? And have a direction where you're trying to go on the path. Don't just hop on the path and I'm just gonna walk. No, hop on the path with a direction in mind where you're trying to go. What are you aiming for? What are you trying to do? And when you come up with that, stick with it. And don't let anything or anyone on the outside of you convince you otherwise. What I realized is, in my experience, there are people that you come across on this journey. They're at certain levels, right? Certain places. And these people can sometimes see things in you that you don't see in yourself. And sometimes these people feel threatened by what they see. So because of the fear that they're feeling, they feel, well, I need to go ahead and squash this out before it gets, squash this fire out before it gets a little bit out of control. So that's what they do. And now what sucks is these are the same people that will smile in your face. Smile in your face, but at the same time trying to sabotage you. So it truly is a solo journey. And I keep saying it, and I will continue to say it. If you find someone on this journey that is doing the same thing or wants the same thing as you, then hold on to those people. Those are good people, if that is truly what they're doing and they're not just giving you lip service. But I found personally, there's many scriptures that I truly like when I got on my journey. And the only reason I even dug into scripture is I like all kinds of old writings and so on. So the only reason I even dug into the Bible was to because I knew a lot of things are in the Bible that I could basically show my loved ones who were going to church and this, that, and the other. So I'm like, okay, well, if that's what you're going by, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to find these different scriptures that are saying exactly what I'm saying, but they're saying it a different way. Because I know that's all things are. It's science is saying the same thing that religion is, that spirituality is, they're all saying the same things, but they're using different quote unquote words. So because it's not the same word as you're accustomed to, that you want to hear, that you like to hear, that you're comfortable hearing, then you rebel against it. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If I get a gold bar and I put it in a dress, still a gold bar in a dress. If I get a gold bar and I put it in a pants, and a tank top, and a baseball cap and put it on, it's the same damn gold bar that was in that dress. It's still a gold bar. I don't care how you dress it up. It's still a gold bar. But people are just too busy looking at what the gold bar is dressed in. Instead of realizing that it's a gold bar, it's a boy. No, it's not. It's clearly a girl. Why does it have to be a girl? See, people worry about what the damn gold bar has on instead of realizing, who cares? It's still a gold bar. But that obviously takes time to get there. So, but I'll say this. A lot of scriptures I like, but 6, if you're talking about ascension, right? And you just want a baseline of, I want a direction of how I can ascend. All right. These 6 scriptures I'm about to tell you will be that baseline. All right. First, John 10:30. I and my Father are one. Plain and simple. And now this is telling you that through the Bible, right? Now I'm going to say this through my favorite language, energy. Everything is energy. That's that's it. Everything is energy. That's the same thing as that. When you really break down energy, energy is in everything, right? And I put out another message about saying, did I meet God? And that message was a situation where after consuming cannabis and I was hanging out with a young lady, we went to bed for the night, and I don't know how long in between going to bed, and I was in the middle, woke up in the middle of her floor, spinning with my arms out. But actually, she kept calling my name, which woke me up. But the thing is, that's what I was doing in this third dimension. But in a higher dimension, what I was seeing when I was there it was only thing, like I said in the message, I can equate it to me seeing the sun. It was a sun-like thing, and I was rotating around the sun, but I wasn't in a body. I don't know what I was, because I didn't see it. It was just energy, and I was just rotating around this orb of energy, and I had no pain, no worries, no fears. It was just pure love. It was happening. I would have stayed there forever, for sure. If she would have let me stay right there for the rest of my life, and she would have went to work and this didn't bother me, let me spin there and be happy, I would have been cool with that. That's just how good it felt. I've never felt anything come remotely close to how I felt in that moment. I remember exactly how I felt. Because she kept calling my name, and I woke up. I was like, what the hell? And I'm sitting there. I realized I'm in the middle of the floor, just spinning with my arms out, with a big old smile on my face. But that was in this dimension. So as I was rotating around this orb-like energy source in that dimension, I was just rotating around. But here I'm sitting on the floor, spinning around in a circle, right? So, and there was no, even though I could see the orb in front of me and I was rotating around it, it didn't feel like there was a separation. it's hard to describe. It's hard. I don't even like to describe it because I feel like it takes away from what I experienced. But I can truly say I experienced so much on this journey. Like, I know that reading John 10:30, I know that is it. Like, there is not, I believe it. I know it. Like, I and my Father are one. I know. So knowing this is the thing. Belief is good. It really is. But when you know something, nobody can tell you otherwise. Nobody can tell you otherwise. Well, we're going to continue on. Second one, Corinthians 5:7. For we walk by faith, not sight. Very important on this journey, because a lot of things that happened to me, if I didn't walk strictly by faith, and whenever things were happening and in this third dimension, and I knew that it was going to get better, I could have just gave up. But when I got on this journey, I made promises to the divine. I said, hey, I'm going to do this, and this. A lot of things, a lot of promises, actually. And for me, until I accomplish all those promises, there is nothing else that I'm going to put above that. So I said I was going to do a lot of things, and that's exactly what I've been doing. So by me walking by faith is saying, you know what? Because there is agreements made on both ends. So by me keeping these agreements, I'm walking by faith. Okay, if this happened in my world, you okayed it. You allowed it to happen. Speaking of the divine. Because there are no coincidences, and if things are happening, then it was allowed to happen. So if something happens that I don't like and or agree with, in the back of my mind, I have to know, okay, you know what? This happened for a reason. I don't see the reason. I might not like the reason. It doesn't matter to me, because I'm going by faith, not by what I can see, what's happening, and what I want to judge it and what I want to make it out to be. Faith. Number 3, Matthew 12:37. For by your words, you will be justified, and by your words, you will be condemned. Same exact thing. It's everything that comes out of our mouth is just basically you programming yourself. I can't do this. Okay, you're not going to be able to do it. You're telling your body you can't do it. So you're not giving your full potential already out the gate. You're already limiting yourself already. Whatever you say is telling you right there. If you say you can, you can. Henry Ford, the same thing as Henry Ford saying, whether you think you can, you're right. You think you can't, you're right. It's the same thing. It's the energy you're putting out. You're putting out the energy of lack. I can't deny, blah, 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 blah. This ain't gonna happen, whatever. Instead of abundant. I'm gonna crush this. I got this. This is in the bag. That energy is, you're attracting that same energy back to you. So you're asking for this stuff. So that's what it's saying. Be careful what you're asking for, because you might just get it. It's the same thing. So understand the power of the tongue. Like, you can, that's a huge reason that I was even hesitant on making this channel, because I understand how powerful words are. And I don't want to be saying me and I and this and that, because there is no truly, when I'm really in the zone, there is no true me and I. That's separation. There is only one source. Source is flowing through this vessel. But I'm going to continue on. Number 4, Luke 18:17. Truly, I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Now, for me, a lot of things didn't change for me until I came back in contact with my inner child, because that your inner child is that's your creativity, your imagination, your the happiness, all this, like the the freedom, all the so many things are linked to the inner child. And I lost that connection a very long time ago. So when I was a child, so I had to reconnect with that inner child. And then what I found helpful is reconnecting with the inner child and doing things that I know my inner child would like. So I'm watching there. I done watched Inspector Gadget a couple times. I done watch like little what is Chronicles of Narnia, freaking Never Ending Story, like these little small things, but they're having a message in them. So I watch it through the eyes of my inner child, and the inner child is also growing now. This is how you make your inner child grow. So these are things you want. The inner child is like, that is like your access into the kingdoms of heaven, because the inner child is just walking through life existing. Not, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I can't do this, I can't. That's no, the child is walking through with no fear. Perfect example, the movie Peter Pan, right? With Robin Williams. He could not connect with Peter, who he was, but he was Peter Pan when he was a child. He could not connect with Peter Pan, which was, I don't want to go too deep. He couldn't connect with Peter Pan until he connected with what? They kept trying to bring him back to his inner child. Until he connected with his inner child, he could not be Peter Pan. Go back and watch that movie. Go back and watch that movie. Your inner child is the key. So it's not being a child, it's just being childlike in your how you look at life, how you maneuver through things, not being immature. So it's a difference. So continuing on, Luke 17:21. Nor will they say, look, it is here or there, look over there. For I tell you the truth, the kingdom of heaven is within you. It's nothing outside of you. Everything, we come here with everything inside of us, but the focus immediately is pulled to everything outside of us. So as long as you're focusing on everything outside of you, you're never going to focus on the kingdom of heaven, which is inside of you. And that's the only way you can access that kingdom is, number one, holding that hand of your inner child and y'all walking through those gates together. Preferably, you don't even have to hold the hand. If you do enough inner child work, you're going to merge back with your inner child. But that is what you want to do. Everything, it is within you. So, like I said, Luke 18:17 told you right there, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. The very next one, the kingdom of heaven is within you. It's telling you right there where it's at. It's within you. And the only way you're going to get in there is accessing that place with your inner child. If it's separate from you, it's not, then you're not complete. That's not, you're just a part of the puzzle. Come there complete. And number 6, Galatians 6:5. For each one shall bear his own burden. That one took me a very long time because I am a giver. I love helping. I was in the military for 20 years. The 20 years I worked in the hospital. I love helping people. And I'm on the internet now, making messages to help people. But you have to want to help yourself. And that's what it's about. You have to have an open mind. You have to be able to change your beliefs if they're not serving you. I'm not telling you believe anything that comes out of my mouth. I don't want nobody to believe anything that comes out of my mouth, because belief is, oh, okay, that's what it is, and then that's where you stop. I'd rather you understand what I'm talking about, because once you understand, then that's it. You're good to go. You don't have to. Understanding, knowing is completely different than belief. When I got on my journey, I was going by belief and by faith. Then when I started experiencing things, oh, that's what that is. Ah, understanding. Then I know why it is that way. So that's why I would never argue and debate with anyone. Why? Because if you're talking about something that I know versus you're telling me something that you believe, who's going to win that? And I'm not looking to win, so it's pointless even to begin that debate. So, like I said, that's why I say in my message, who are ready to get out of their own way. I'm not here to tell anybody what to believe, what not to believe. That's why everything that I put out in these messages require the person, the listener, to do all the work. That's it. You're not going to see it unless you do the work. And this isn't stuff that these scriptures right here, that's why I say everything is energy. And the beautiful part about it being energy, you can't fool it. That's why I don't like words, because people can hear words and then you believe those words and then you get disappointed. But with energy, there's no fooling energy. There's no fooling energy. There is not. It's like, okay, let's say you want to buy a new computer, and that new computer costs $1,500, but you only got $750, and you go to the store. That's something like, okay, you halfway there. It's like there's no debating. They're not going to give you that $1,500 computer, and you only got $750. Come back when you have the other $750, then we're good to go. They know the value of what you're getting, but then you're trying to come up with half of what it's worth. So it's going to know the value, the energy that you possess. So there's no faking it. You can't come up with $750. Oh, I'm connected with my inner child. We're good to go. I'm all love, peace, and light. You can fake all that stuff you want to, but if your energy is saying otherwise, it's not going to happen. There's no faking anything when it comes to you trying to ascend. No faking it at all. Because you're being granted access to a higher dimension, a more expansive consciousness. So it's not something that can be faked. Either you met the energetic requirements or you have not. You will not be granted access. So, but I'll dive into that a little bit more in other messages. I just wanted to give 6 scriptures that I found personally, that if you really look at those 6 and listen to what I said in this message, and if you see it that way, like I said, it's because it's all about how you see it, what you believe. If you believe that what I just said was garbage, then it's garbage. It's truly garbage. In your world, yes, it's garbage in your world. Absolutely. It's garbage. In my world, it's different. It's totally different. It's totally different. So if you see it that way, that's the way it's going to be. There's no other alternative but to play out that way, because that's how you believe it to be. Understand the power of your belief. I'm not going to convince you of anything that you truly want to believe. So that's why I said everything within these messages require the person to apply them. And I'm not going to have to judge if you're doing it right. It's because if you're not going to advance if you didn't do it. It's literally just that simple, because there's no faking it. Can't cheat on this test. There is no cheating, I promise you. There's no cheating on this test. But I won't leave it there. And as always, if you found this helpful, or at least informative, actually hit the like and subscribe, and I will definitely check you in the next message. Okay, this is bonus. So if you stuck around for this, kind of went on a tangent on number 6, and I didn't, as I listened to the message, I did not say what I truly wanted to say on number 6. So Galatians 6:5, for each one shall bear his own burden. What I really wanted to say with that one is I had such a hard time with this because, like I said, I truly love helping people. So when people came to me with a problem, they didn't come to me with their problem. They came to me with our problem. What's our problem? What can I do to help? So like if you told me something that was bothering you, this in conversation, I would think of ways to assist with that problem. So basically taking that burden, your burden, because it's your problem, onto my back now. So then on top of that, I was carrying other burdens from other people who was putting burdens on my back energetically without me knowing. So when you become lighter and you're laying down all of these burdens, your burdens and other people's burdens, that's the only way you're going to ascend. You can't ascend with all these heavy burdens on your back. You have to be weightless, lightless, just pure light. So you can't be carrying darkness if you're trying to be pure light. So you can't be carrying other people's burdens and problems. So I don't mind helping and assisting others, but carrying their burdens, no, that doesn't help them because now they're getting off scot-free and not being able to face their problems. And that doesn't do anything. It just makes you keep repeating the same cycle over and over because you don't want to face that problem. So just wanted to add that on there, and I'll leave it there. Thank you.